it's like I've tried to fuck my depression away, and it's a thing where like I know when I come I feel better, so I feel like, but then I come and I feel nothing sometimes, you know.
Well, it depends on who you're with. You know, if you're with somebody that you care about,
they're all sleazies, dude.
Yeah,
they're
so
all Tinder bitches.
That adds to the problem.
Sure, but that's the thing is like I'll get a hotel room and I'll have to bang 3 separate girls in that one night.
You just line them up.
Just line them up, dude. Doesn't matter if you look like Sloth from the Goonies. I'm gonna bang you and then bounce. You know.
Just take the ticket and wait for your number to be called.
Exactly. That's exactly it, man. I don't know. I don't want a threesome. That gives me anxiety. Threesome would give me anxiety. Like I can't not please you at the same time. So, but boom, 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 knock them out. One pump chump. Peace out. And but yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where for me, it's like it's a serious problem, and people were like, "You should go to those meetings," you know. And I was like, then my friend was like, she's like, "Oh, I'm a sex addict too. You should go to them." And I'm like, okay. And then I was looking at him. I'm like, I'm going to go to this one. She goes, no, dude, you got to go to one that's guys only. I'm like, fuck that. I want the girls there. I want to hear girls talk about sex. And she goes, yeah, that's because you want to fuck those girls. And I go, yeah.
Yeah,
she goes,
sex addicts.
She goes, yeah, you definitely are a sex addict. And then I'm like, I just think I'm a guy. Like, I don't know if I'm a sex addict as much as and I lost my virginity at like 23, so I was super late. Maybe I was just trying
that adds to it.
I just think I was trying to make up for lost time. You know, I got to catch up with my boys. I got to hit those triple digits, you know? I don't have that many boys that have triple digits, but I'm in the fucking 60s now, dude.
Nice.
Not good. I mean, I'm not proud of it.
Just stop at 69. That's all you need.
Oh, great. I got to get tested, man. That's definitely something.
Anything itch right now? I'm not.
No, but I think I might have a UTI.
No, those aren't fun.
No, because it hurts in my pee, but it's not burning. It's like a... From what I've explained it to people,
maybe it's just scarred from coming too much.
Maybe cum buckets. But that's never been an issue with you, where like you take either if it was drinking or anything like that to drown your not sorrows but mask whatever you're going through.
I've been drinking a lot more recently.
You're not like a huge drinker, are you?
No, you should have seen me the early days of the Roar Room. And I would just get hammered. Beginning of the show would be fun, and then the end of the show I'd just be talking, like not even jokes, just talking.
The one time I saw you drunk, it was pretty fun. I had a show in LA. It was my first show I booked in LA at that place called the Airliner. Brian DeMoy was on it too. Who else was on that?
Oh, the downtown show.
Yeah, downtown. Yeah. And you were like just at the bar, and I was like got all my stuff and I was packing up and I was like, no, so you good, man? You're like, I'm just gonna hang out, man. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude, you were just having a good time.
Yeah, that was a
good fun show, man. That was a bar show. I did it this last year, but outside, an outdoor stage.
Was it the same place?
Same place, but they have 3 stages. They have one that's like a band's playing, and then I did the outdoor stage. Problem, it was great the first like 3 comics. Then by the time like Leah Kajanian got up, and Alex Hooper, they had the band playing, so like they would just like yell at the people up. It was so much fun, dude. Like Kyle Clark, Mike Bobbitt, we had just like some really just fun comics just going up and having a good time, man.
Yeah, after that show, when I did it, I think you left already. I was upstairs checking out a band.
Yeah,
and a guy came up to me. He was like, "Hey, do you want any party favors?" I was like, I'm good, but this kind of show, then hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. It was a fun place because I mean, like, I just got lucky. My friend was working on an event there and said, hey, we might do stand-up. And I'm like, okay, cool. And it wasn't like a ton of people that showed up for the stand-up, but we were like 10, 15 audience members, and we just had fun with it. And I remember that one I was like maybe 6 months in, and I was like, I'm going to try to see if my first joke would hit again. Because I didn't really hit the first time. So we all had a thing where we did our first joke. I started it, and then Brian DeMoy goes up and he's like, I guess I'll tell my first joke. And we all had it, and then there were a couple first jokes. I'm like, that's not bad for people. Like, I had a couple other guys, Brent Petty. It was fun, man. It was I like doing shows in LA because it's like, it makes you feel like you're doing it in a town that is like so historic for comedy. Mm-hmm. And it's fun. Yeah, no. So drinking is something that do you think you drink because you like the taste of alcohol, or you think you drink?
No, alcohol tastes like ass.
Some people like it though, dude. I mean, I don't. I like beer. I just really like beer.
Yeah, I drink a lot of beer. I don't really do hard liquor.
Yeah, I don't think I saw you drinking like hard alcohol. You're just beering it up. But I mean, are you doing it because you're like, I had a fucking shit week? Because that's normal, though.
Yeah, like yes and no. Like if I buy a 6-pack, for a weekend,
right?
I don't finish it usually by Sunday. Start it Friday, finish it Sunday.
See, that's nothing though. That's 2 beers a day. Like that's nothing.
Past couple weeks I've been buying 2 6-packs and finishing them in 2 days, which it's like, but it's like
I don't
slowly.
know, dude. I knew a guy that would drink 10 beers a day before we would go out to the bar.
That's just expensive.
Yeah,
I can't afford that.
No, well, yeah, you Coors Light it up, I guess. Like drinking the good ones.
Well, then that's the equivalent of drinking like 2 actual beers.
Yeah, I went. That's true. It's just watered down. I went to Chargers Dolphins game a couple weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
And we brought an 18-pack. It was just me and my buddy, and we were like, we didn't even get through it. And I was like, we're doing all right, man. Like we pregame and stuff. But the year before, we brought a 30-pack for one night. We got almost all the way through. We were hammered at the game, but it was a night game. This game was a day game, and I was like, I'm not drinking at the game because sun and it was actually hot in San Diego. It was just like I can't even. We just got back to our hotel and started drinking. And our friend works at a bar in San Diego. And she hooks it up so much that it's like lethal. Like she'll give us IPAs for like nothing. Like we got like a $200 bill the last time we were there. The first game we went to for like $20, and we were just fucking lit up.
Well, if we're talking about San Diego drinking, that's a lot different than drinking at home.
Well, yeah, man, because it's like people are so cool and laid back there, and then like they have Keystone Light on tap in some of those bars. It's amazing.
I was working at the All-Star festivities for MLB down in San Diego. I was working for Home Run Derby.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the day of, we had our rehearsal in the morning.
Yeah.
And then we had like a 3-hour gap between when we had to come back for the Derby. And all I did was go to the Stone Tap Room. And I had like 8 beers.
Yeah, the Stone Tap Room. Jesus.
Yeah,
it's fun.
8 stones hit you pretty damn hard.
Yeah, those are like that could be double-digit percentage right there. 9%, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
And they're cheap. Like over there, it's like you get $4 for a beer.
Yeah, they hook it up at those things. They're fun over there. So alcohol is something that so you're drinking more than you wanted, but like I don't think you have a problem with alcohol, dude.
Not yet. Like I've been drinking a lot, like every day for like the past week. I've been waking up hungover.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think once you start to get to a point where like the hangovers are just too like at 30 I can't. Hangovers are just too much. Like I like a good beer and I'll have a couple beers, but it's hard too with comedy to tie it into comedy. Like sometimes the only thing you get paid in is beer or like alcohol or food or something. So it's hard to not eat shit or drink a beer when that's your form of payment.
Yeah.
And then it's also so prevalent in the comedy world to drink with the comics or I don't smoke, but tell you what, dude, if I had a problem with it at one point, I would definitely be smoking again.
Yeah.
Because the way comedians smoke.
It's just constant.
Constant smoking, drinking.
Like I respect people that don't do anything like that. Like
Brendan Biddlecombe, dude, is a guy that does nothing. And it's like, I don't know how they do it.
From a guy from Ohio, like you think that he would be
there's
a heavy smoker, drinker.
Yeah, but he said that the reason he doesn't is Mitch Hedberg. Mitch Hedberg was his favorite comic, and he realized like this guy died because of drugs, and I have an addictive personality. I can get into that, but I love comedy, so I'm either doing one or the other.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you don't have, but that's the thing, dude. Like, it's good that you're aware that maybe it's a problem, but from what I know, it doesn't seem like it really is. But you know that maybe it could be. But, like, do you think it helps with what you're going through, or does it hurt it? Or do you just like to taste the beer so much?
I think it helps at the time that I'm drinking.
Because it numbs you up.
Yeah, it gets me to be like, oh, screw it. I don't worry about any of this anymore. And that's where I feel like it's like, oh, crap. That's where it can be a problem.
That could be a problem. I get that. That makes sense. Do you think that, do you find yourself, like, thinking that you can go from beer to, like, a different drug? Do you think that you're going to get addicted to anything else? Like, I started to microdose on shrooms for my depression.
Okay.
And I don't trip on them or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of, it's like antidepressants without putting a mask on me. It clears my head.
Okay.
But I'm doing it for this medicinal purpose. And, I don't know how long I'll do it for, but I fucking love it right now.
Well,
but I'm doing it for a different reason than other people do it. And there's nothing wrong with the way other people do things. It's their own fucking life, dude. Whatever.
as long as you're not doing it to like go to Joshua Tree and just trip on shrooms.
No, I mean but that's just not, and it's not in my cards. I know that people do that, but it's not for me. You know,
I don't think I can get into like hard drugs. Yeah. I have been smoking a lot more weed recently, which I don't.
It's so weird though, because I don't even think weeds should be a thing that's even has a negative stigma.
It's not even that bad.
It's better for you than alcohol. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and that's when I realized, like, oh, I could be doing this instead of drinking. And,
right. People are like, it makes you lazy. I'm like, I see people work on weed all the time, and they outwork me.
Yeah,
and I don't smoke.
And I'm lazy as it is.
Yeah,
it's like if anything, it's going to motivate me more.
Yeah, it puts. Yeah, I mean, I don't smoke, but I get it. I mean, it just wasn't my thing. Let's see how we can end this. Are you worried that you could, kind of get intertwined with more mental illness? Because, I mean, it's a lot of times it is something that you're born with. From what it seems like is you might not have anything chemical, but doesn't mean that you're not going to deal with some type of mental illness in the future. What's good about you is you're kind of aware that could happen. Yeah. Is that something that scares you, or are you just kind of going with life and see what happens?
I'm just kind of going with life.
It's good, dude.
Yeah. It's like the only things that are really worrying me now is just like family and work and seeing what happens in the future. Like I'd love to continue to do stand up, but as of right now, it's like that's 4th, 5th on my list. And
what's the goal? I mean, are you trying to like get out of what you're doing for the Coliseum to like work for Levity or something like that?
No, that's the thing. Like I have no real like end game. It's just
Well, right now the way things are, man, it's okay because it's not like it used to be where you graduate college and you get a company car and a great job and all that. It's not like that, dude. It's different, but you also have a lot other things to tackle than most people do.
Yeah.
And you have to grow up faster than a lot of your friends. It's hard, but you're being responsible and you're doing more than it. You go out to comedy clubs, man, and there's people that waited all day. And they have the whole day, and they're just doing nothing but waiting for mics or drinking or writing. And you're taking on responsibilities that aren't just work-related, but family-related. And that's something you should give yourself credit for, man. I think a lot of people do that, especially your age, that are selfless about that. So stand-up's always going to be there. You're still young. And then once, you're ready to get back into it a little more consistently, it's always there. And the fact that you still have a room while you're doing all this, that says something about, who you are and then the owners like you and all that stuff. So that's good. And then you run a show at the same room, right? You guys do it like at the end of the month?
Me, Connor McNutt, Clay Cassis.
Yeah.
Usually the last Saturday of the month. Now we're trying to move it to Saturdays.
Okay.
Our next show is December 17th.
You guys have the lineup?
Not yet.
No?
The last show we changed the format a bit. We had a headliner and 2 features.
Okay, who was the headliner?
Jay Larson.
Jay Larson's great.
It was great. He did about 50 minutes.
Wow.
We had Justin Blake, and let me check. Who else was on that show?
That's really cool, though, man. I like that. 2 features, a host, and
and
keep it 4.
It ran the same time as one of our shows do, anyway.
What I realize is audiences sometimes, even if it's good comics, they like less comics. Like, I have showcase shows where I'm doing 9-10 minute sets, but they're just killer after killer after killer after killer, so nobody's gonna really be let down. You know?
Well, when we had like 6 comics a show, it would be like an hour, 10 minutes maybe.
Yeah, that's good though. You want to keep it 90 minutes usually.
Yeah. So that's why we change it, because 6 comics, people, even if it's an hour or something, people feel like it's longer.
Well, you just watch it. You're watching a big open mic.
Yeah.
If you're a comic. But you get like people that are in the town just coming out to watch this.
Yeah, the show is mostly locals, like 90%
That's
locals.
Great. Yeah.
And then comics that just show up that are like supporting the room or the show.
Yeah.
And it was Aiko Tanaka, Justin Blake, Jay Larson.
Oh, Aiko Tanaka is supposed to be really good.
She's super awesome, really
She's
funny.
like a Comedy Store girl too, right?
Kind of.
Yeah, I think I've seen her there.
She isn't past there.
I think I've seen her hanging out.
Yeah, she gets around in terms of like doing club spots.
Yeah. Cool, man. Do you have anything else to promote? You do your Roar Room show every Tuesday night?
Yeah, Roar Room open mic, Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock, 7 to 10 minutes.
La Crescenta. It's a fun room. The drinks are cheap, too, man.
Yeah, they're $5 for comics.
Yeah.
They're like $7 for
just say you're a comic,
folk.
dude. They're not going to say
exactly.
anything.
They don't care. And I'll just tell
nice.
people, like, hey, this guy's good.
You're good. What about on social media?
Very simple. Just Nelson Ventress on all platforms.
That's Ventress.
Yes.
Anything else you want to say, man?
Nothing really. Just thanks for having me,
dude.
man.
Thank you for doing this, man. I know that the drive could be